investors and traders, and welcome to the weekly market report with the market guys. I'm AJ Monty. This is a one-year candle chart of the CBOE Volatility Index, also known as the VIX. And I'm starting off with this chart as the leading indicator for the rest of the market and what we're going to be seeing in the weeks to come. As you can see, the VIX has been dropping quite steadily from back in August. We're now at a key role reversal line. I'll zoom in here for you so you can see what that looks like. Former resistance here and here when I draw a line connecting those two and going straight across. If I extend that out, you'll see that we are right at that role reversal line, which will most likely act as a support level. Now that we're at that support level, what I'm going to do is draw a forecast on what I think the VIX could see over the next few days. This is the bounce that I'm projecting for the VIX, and I think we can go up to this role reversal resistance area. So that's where these lines intersect. That's where I think we're going to go. Now, why am I starting off with the VIX, and why is this most important? Because the VIX is a contrarian indicator for the S&P. So in other words, if the VIX is expected to go up, the S&P is expected to drop. And again, that's my forecast. It's my opinion. You can take that information and do what you like with it, but we've been very accurate over the course of the year, and I do believe that we'll continue with that accuracy. So with that, let's take a look at SPY, because remember, the VIX is inversely related to the S&P, and this is the S&P ETF. As you can see here, my lines are still in place from last week. I said that we would pull back from this resistance area. We did. Now that we've pulled back, I'm going to remove that line, and I'm going to leave this line in place. I'm going to leave that because this is still a resistance area that I think will hold. So here's my forecast for the S&P. I think we'll see a little bit lower next week, pulling back from that resistance. Whether or not we come down and fill this gap, we'll have to see. But one point of interest that I'd like to point out to you is that the week that follows options expiration Friday is usually the most volatile of the month. And that is this coming week. So pay close attention. Make sure you're protecting yourself with stops. Make sure you're lightening up on positions that look overbought, and be very, very mindful of some sort of risk management plan. I generally promote the 1% rule, which I'll talk about in a little bit, but at least have something in place. Now let's look at the diamonds. It's ticker symbol DIA, and you can see here my forecast was that we would pull back from resistance. We did that early on in the week. I'm going to now remove that line, and I'm going to remove all lines, in fact, because I'm going to redraw what I believe the new resistance point is going to be. There's a small gap right there. See that? And I'm going to extend that out to the right. The gap fill point is going to be the resistance area. So let's go ahead and leave that in place. I think that we can maybe go a little bit higher to fill that gap, and then eventually come back down to pull back from that resistance area. Now looking at the Qs, QQQ, that's the Nasdaq market, also known as the power shares. My line is in place from where I drew resistance last week. You can go back and check the video to verify if you like, but that's the line that I drew from that high. We're moving right up to that resistance point, so I think we'll pull back from that next week as well. Finally, the Russell 2000. Ticker symbol RUT. It's basically the Russell 2000 index. I said that we would pull back from that trend line right there, and that line has been enforced for quite some time now. I said we would pull back, and here we were, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right here. We pulled back, and then we went right back up to test that. So here's what could very well happen with the Russell 2000. I think we could absolutely hold this resistance line. So I'm going to draw that horizontally right there, and still stay very close to this downward trend. So I think we're going to ultimately see lower prices in the Russell 2000 as well. This coming Monday, We're having an open house session. It's a Q&A session where you can submit your stock symbols. Just go to the Market Guys website. Right there on the front page, you'll have a registration link, and it's free. It's 1 hour from 8 to 9, action-packed all the way. Submit your stock symbols, ask me questions, and we're going to have a lot of fun. We do this every month, and we will absolutely find some new stocks to trade as people submit their stock symbols. There's always a good stock that pops up. So even if you just listen in with pen and paper in hand, you'll most likely walk away with some good trade candidates for the following week. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you soon. So long.
For almost 3 decades, A.J. Monty has motivated audiences worldwide about creating personal wealth and winning in business. His time-tested risk management strategies focus on ideas that involve a keep-it-super-simple approach, also known as the KISS principle. These concepts have been delivered to people in over 16 countries around the world, reaching audiences in the millions. AJ is a best-selling author of 2 books, The Market Guy's 5 Points for Trading Success and Take Charge of Your Money Now, both of which have been featured on PBS Television, Fox Business News, ABC TV, as well as Sirius Money Radio. As a financial educator and consultant, he has worked with some of the most recognized names in the financial industry. Companies like Bank of America, Charles Schwab, E-Trade Financial, Scotiabank, and TD Ameritrade's Thinkorswim. If you have ever been challenged with having to make a tough decision regarding when to buy or sell a stock, then help is on the way. The Options Oracle and Equity Oracle Alert services are designed to help you make those tough decisions. AJ will not only help you find the best trade candidates, but he will also lay out the exit strategy for each position in an easy-to-understand format that anyone can follow.
Hi, my name is A.J. Monty, Chief Market Strategist for the Market Guys. For almost 30 years, I've traded stocks, options, futures, and even currencies. I've traveled the world teaching people just like you how to profit in the market using time-tested strategies that focus on risk management. You see, the secret to making money in the market depends on your ability to limit losses when you're wrong. In other words, if you want to make a lot of money in the market, don't lose a lot of money in the market. Now that may sound funny, but it's true. Most investors are challenged with 2 questions. The first question is, how do you find a good stock? Well, the best way to find the right stock starts with eliminating all of the stocks you would not invest in. This process of elimination is called stock screening. And our services help you overcome the odds so you're putting your money where the money is going. We're simply following the trends. The second question most people ask of me is, when is it time to sell? Well, if you don't have an answer to this question, then you might find yourself in a position where you're holding on to your stocks when things go against you. This is the worst thing you could possibly do because I believe this is no longer a buy and hold market. It has evolved into a buy and protect market. Holding on and hoping for things to get better is not a strategy. In fact, doing this will eventually lead you to a catastrophic loss, and you wouldn't want that. Our trade alert services help answer these 2 questions. Not only will I help you find the right trade candidate, but I'll also show you how to use the charts to manage risk. I don't use the charts to predict the future. I use them to protect the future. The charts tell me when it's time to get out as well as when it's time to get in. And that's what I'd like to teach you as well. We have 2 services, the Equity Oracle and the Options Oracle. The Equity Oracle is an alert service for traders who would like to trade only equities, whereas the Options Oracle is our premier alert service for both equity and option traders. Each alert is laid out in an easy-to-understand format that shows charts depicting entry and exit points. Risk management is our cornerstone of each service, so you don't have to struggle with the decision of when to get out or when a trade goes against you, when should I take my loss. The strategy is to use the KISS principle, keeping it super simple. As a bonus, you'll have access to a live Q&A session as well, each and every month. This is where you can submit a stock symbol, and I will analyze these stocks while we discuss the best trading strategies for each position. And it gets better. In addition to the alert service and the live monthly Q&A sessions, we're also developing a member page that will include instructional videos about how to get the most out of our service. Without question, this is the best trade alert service available on the market. and we look forward to having you as our newest subscriber. Simply click on the link below to subscribe. It's easy. Once again, I'm AJ Monty, Chief Market Strategist for the Market Guys. Thanks for watching.
Enrolling in this service is easy. Simply click on the link below to subscribe, and your weekly alert will be delivered right to your email box. And if you act now, we will include AJ's best-selling book, The Market Guy's 5 Points for Trading Success. This is a first-time offer that will get you on the road to success and keep you there. Remember, if you continue to do what you've always done, things will never change. Positive results will only come after you've taken the first step in the right direction. We look forward to having you as our newest member.